than the main player window. So I actually pay a lot of attention to that, and I really like honestly, if I'm putting money on GG, actually think that I'm putting it more to play with that staking feature than I would be to actually play poker on GG, from what I've seen. Although it does intrigue me to play a little bit of poker on GG. Some of the fields I've seen are not great, frankly. Kind of like Unibet in that sense. So it'd be fun to play that. But again, I also think the more bingo-y style means you're just going to be the variance. You're just going to have to ride the variance. And I'm not as you guys have seen, I'm not great for riding variance, right? It's not really my strong suit. Yeah, actually, that's another great little innovation that GG has is the rollback to 40 big blind average on the final table. So no matter what the blinds are when players get to the final table, um, GG will roll the structure back for the final table so that the average stack on the final table is about 40 big blinds, um, which I think is really great because it just means that if you can make a final table, you're just going to have way more play all of a sudden. Even if you're the short stack, you've actually suddenly got a chance to go. Um, but even for the big stack, because the smaller stacks have more play, that means the chips are going to be in play more often, and you're going to have more chances as the big stack to bully those. So I mean, I think it's a positive for no matter what size your stack is. I think the player has to look at it as a positive, um, that they roll it back to a 40 average. Um, yeah, that's basically over. I mean, it's still an open question at this point, right? He basically now after the interview, he's basically trashed the relationship anyways. Um, but yeah, they removed all of his images from the site. But then about a month and a half later, they came out and had a very clear legalese statement saying that no ties had been severed with Bilzerian and that he was still a paid sponsor or um, paid ambassador of the site, or whatever. Um, which felt really like it was a case of somebody's lawyers saying, "Yeah, we gotta clarify this very carefully." But at the same time, it was pretty clear that in some capacity, he's still in a contract with them. But yeah, it does look like whatever that capacity is, it will not be renewed when the time comes for that, whenever that will be, which is likely given his original signing sometime early in the year, January, February, if my memory serves correctly. So probably another year of him, or another 6 months of him ghosting as a semi-ambassador, until the contract runs out, and then just no renewal, probably. But yeah, it's seems like a weird situation. Osikame Poker, yes, it'll be lovely to have the Dutch players back in the game once again. It will be lovely. Been missing. It's kind of stupid the way the regulations have gone with some of these places, where players can't play for whatever reason, or they can't get certain kinds of prizes for whatever reason. It's like really, 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 really silly. I mean, I understand it can't just be a free for all. There has to be some sort of regulation and common sense used. But I mean, blocking people from getting access to free rolls with added money just seems really silly. Like I just can't see the justification for that. Yeah, so I mean, technically speaking, from a client perspective, at the moment, much as it chagrins me to say this, I think GG is actually technically the best client right now from pure software user interface type and user experience type perspective. Yeah, I just there's just nobody else out there doing anywhere near the sort of player integration stuff and the various innovations that GG has done. And even as much as I slagged the battle royale earlier as a lottery type bingo poker, which I think it frankly is, they are really innovating on the game side as well. There are a number of innovative styles. I was ragging on the flip and goes too, and I mean I don't think the flip and goes are terrible.